friends, welcome. I am Jen Hoffman from healthymoving.com, and I thought we'd do a live chat today a little bit about the way to address when we feel pain while we're exercising. I'm going to take a moment. If you are watching live, or even if you're not, feel free to comment as we go. I want to answer any questions that come up. I'm going to just get my comments section here ready so that I can see if you guys are asking me questions as we go. So I just got done teaching this week's live class for my coaching and challenge program students. I'm so excited. We're just starting a new challenge. If you want to check it out and join us, you're welcome to do that. That information on that is at healthymoving.com/coaching. But we have been having a really great discussion in the group, in our Facebook group this week for the challenge. And one of the questions that's been coming up is what to do when you feel pain, or even sometimes not just pain, but fatigue or a heaviness or some kind of a physical block while you're doing an exercise. Should you push past it? Should you try to ignore it? How do you approach it? Does that mean you shouldn't do that exercise at all? And this is really relevant to how movement and exercise can support us when we're dealing with pain in the body in a general perspective, but also chronic pain. So even the kind of chronic pain that can come up from things like autoimmune diseases. So this is a really powerful, simple kind of exploration that I shared with my students, and they're telling me how much they love it. So I wanted to bring it to everybody in the Healthy Moving community and share it with you. If you have questions about it as we go, feel free to type them into the comments and I'll try to answer them. But let's just say that you're doing some kind of an exercise. Maybe you have neck tension. You all know my favorite neck exercise is the Genie Magic Neck Stretch. But say you're trying that one or any of the other neck stretches I teach, and you really feel like, oh man, that's really tight, or there's some pain when I do this. And there's really two kind of extremes that we often go to. Number one is, okay, I'm having this tension, I'm just gonna push past it and ignore it completely. Or we say, wow, I felt some pain when I was doing that, or I felt that was really tense, that was really difficult, or I felt some heaviness, I wasn't sure about that, so I just stopped doing it altogether. And unfortunately, there isn't a black and white right answer for whether an exercise is appropriate for you. And even if I had your full medical history, I still might not know how your body's going to respond to a particular exercise. And someone on the outside of you isn't really the best resource for deciding whether an exercise is okay, particularly when you feel some kind of pain or discomfort of any kind come up while you're doing it. Instead, how I like to decide if an exercise is appropriate for you is to tap into your own intuition, your own inner knowing about your body. And it turns out that this kind of exploration and this kind of practice is not just good for helping to address pain that we have in the body as we're doing an exercise, but facilitating your ability with these two things called proprioception and interoception, really about the connection between your mind and your body, and your own intuition and your own inner knowing can really be powerful in helping to reduce the pain that you experience, not just in an exercise, but in general. So here's the simple practice. Let's say you're doing an exercise and you feel that discomfort. The first thing I like you to ask, try to make the decision really quickly with your gut. Okay, it feels a little discomfort. Maybe I should just try the next layer that she's going to tell me. Or I have a strong, in my gut, I feel a strong warning that I should stop. If you feel that, then stop immediately, or try a lesser variation of it. Try to do the exercise, but can you find a place where you don't feel that strong telling, oh, I shouldn't do it? Can you back off a little bit? If you feel like, okay, it's a little uncomfortable, but I'm going to explore, I want to go to the next level and kind of explore, do the next exploration. The next question to ask yourself is, what do I feel? How do I feel this exercise is going to impact me tomorrow? What's my intuition? What's my gut telling me about how this is going to impact me tomorrow? Do I feel like, man, I'm going to really pay for this tomorrow? Everything in my body is going to be tight because I did this. I'm going to really be suffering tomorrow. Or do I feel like, I think I'll be okay. Maybe I'll have a release if I keep going. Maybe I'll feel a little bit better tomorrow. And decide from there. Again, if you feel that strong kind of gut instinct that you're going to pay for it tomorrow, then can you back off a little bit? Can you try a lesser variation? Or if you feel safe and you feel like you'll be okay tomorrow, the next question is, can I regulate my breathing while I stay here? Can I keep it calm and relaxed? If you try that and you feel like, wow, it's really hard for me to breathe in a relaxed way, I have a shortness of breath while I do this, then back off. Come out of the exercise, come into a less intense variation of the exercise. But if you can regulate your breathing, then the fourth and final step is, can I relax any compensatory tension? By compensatory tension, I mean, to do the exercise, are you clenching your jaw? Are you making fists with your hands? Are you pulling your shoulders up towards your ears just so that you can get through it? If you're doing that, can you relax that compensatory tension? Can you make everything else in your body be really soft? And if you can, then again, you can stay and explore further. But if you can't, if the only way to get through it is to grit something else, then that's a sign that this exercise at this level is not appropriate for you, not today. Of course, it might be different tomorrow or even later on today, but explore that, kind of play with that. Once you've kind of played with those 4 levels in an exercise, you can begin to play with them in all areas of your life. You know, one of the things I absolutely love about yoga and movement is that we're learning skills that through the care of our body, we're also able to translate them to your life. So when you encounter a difficult situation in life, you can use this same 4-part test. How is this impacting me now? How do I think it's going to impact me tomorrow? Can I regulate my breathing while I deal with this? And can I relax any compensatory tension? It's worth it not just for your physical body to explore, and not just for the healing and your own experience of physical pain, to explore kind of turning into your own intuition about whether something's right for you, not just for the physical effects, not just for the potential that you could have to heal injuries or reduce chronic pain, but also for the way that translates to your life and for the way that you deal with challenges in life and the way that you can apply what you learn on a physical level to everything that you experience in your life. And that's really what everything I teach is all about. We're working with the body, but we're working with the body to bring about a whole life experience to enhance our physical, mental, emotional well-being on all levels. I'm going to come back on Facebook Live later this week and do another little meditation. It's one of my favorite kind of mindfulness practices for dealing with chronic pain. So make sure you have your notifications turned on if you want to see that. If you want more information about what is this movement that she's teaching at Healthy Moving, and you want to learn more about my approach, then check out the free class that I offer that's kind of an introduction to my approach. It's healthymoving.com/free class. I'll put a link for it above this video as well so that you can check that out. All right, guys, post any questions or comments that you have beneath this video. If you want to jump in and join us for this challenge, I would absolutely love to see you in there and welcome you into that community as well. All right, friends, have an amazing weekend. Bye-bye.